I woke up this morning and the world had changed. And this isn't the first time that's happened in my lifetime. I know that people are worried. I know that some people are rejoicing. And I go back to some of the lessons that I first learned when I started this journey. Mourn for a time and then get over it and get back to work. Celebrate for a time and then get over it and get back to work. The world has changed. The world, from my point of view, has become a bit darker, a bit more ominous. I don't know what may happen, but first point, I refuse to be afraid. I am concerned for my friends. I am concerned for the marginalized and the people, the broad scope of the people. The world affects us all. But what hasn't changed is me. What you have inside, the gifts that you have been given, haven't changed. You are still responsible for the way you respond to things. I am still responsible to strive for the good. I am still responsible within me to do the work that has been put in my hands to do. I am not responsible for what other people do. I am responsible for how I react to those things. So this morning, I got up and the world had changed. And I brushed my teeth and then put them in. And I looked outside while I drank some tea. And I looked at the beauty of the snow on the mountains. And I breathed in the air and I watched some deer walking through my backyard. That part of the world hasn't changed. Tonight, I have a show. I have people that have purchased tickets to come in and listen to me talk and tell my stories. I have a responsibility to those people who have invested in watching me work. And so I'm going to give them the best that I can give them. You still have a job to do. And no one ever said things were going to be fair. No one ever said that things were always going to go the way that we want them to go. And there is a good lesson in learning that sometimes you have to overcome. Didn't get it in the first shot, you stand back up and you keep fighting. If you need to take a rest, take your rest. If you need to plan, make your plans. But more importantly than anything, I think, at least for me, and of course you know these videos are all about my reaction to things, and you can take them or you can leave them, and I'm fine either way. It could be a fact that nobody's even watching. But I have to tell my stories, and maybe one person or maybe two people, or who knows, will get something of value out of it. Breathe. Take the day easy. Be easy on yourself. Things have changed, but time still crawls along. And we'll just see where it goes. And as for me, I'm going to serve the gift. I'm going to serve the universe. I'm going to strive for kindness and virtue as my output. And I'm going to get it wrong. And I'm going to make mistakes. And things are not always going to go my way. And I will stand up again and keep moving forward. As far as what's going on in the personal world, I'm grateful for them. I had a minor surgery yesterday, mostly to remove some sutures and to take a look at how bone grafts are going. And now we begin a healing process of about 6 months or so. No major surgeries until then. And that'll be good. That'll be good. I'm healing. Now is a good day to start healing, isn't it? Didn't get the way I wanted it to be. But the mountain hasn't changed. It has its snow, it has its trees, it has its majesty. And over the centuries, I'm certain it has laughed at the folly of us human beings in all of our little games. I'm going to be kind, and I'm going to be uplifting, and I'm going to tell my stories, and I'm going to serve the gift, and I'm going to do card tricks, and I'm going to make you laugh. Don't despair. Don't live in fear. Live in hope. Hope has not gone away. Not at all. I ain't preaching. Not going to start preaching now. I will ask. I'm going to send in a request. These are expensive. And while my insurance is good, they still come out expensive on the other time. I'm talking about the new teeth. The eye is still healing too. There'll be a link in the description for a GoFundMe that I have put up, hopefully, to try and help me curb some of the expense. I'm only actually putting up on the GoFundMe about half of what I owe, but just to be able to get a toehold is very important. But either way, I'm still breathing. I'm still above ground. I still have my talent and my gift and my drive to go out and do what I was made to do. If you'd like to help out, the link is right down there. No obligation to anyone. I am toying with a couple of ideas about this channel. I may start a membership where I talk about constructing stories for variety entertainers. To not be just part of the crowd, to not be, in Eugene Berger's words, the generic magician, but a way of really reaching down into your soul, into your heart, finding out what it is you want to say with your magic, with your juggling, with whatever variety entertainment you embrace. I'm a good storyteller. It's part of my gift. And I'm going to delve into where stories come from and how to put them forward. We may just make that part of a membership for this channel. Nothing terribly expensive. The book continues to be written. The tricks continue to be done. And really all I wanted to get on here today and say was simply to breathe and to not be afraid. So things didn't go your way. Or maybe they did. Let us not divide any further. Let us celebrate our differences. Let us not oppress someone because of their race or their gender or their choice of gender or who they decide to love. Remove the plank in your eye before going after the mote in someone else's. I will get in between the people that are endangered and the people who are endangering them. I am not entirely a pacifist, though I am a Stoic, striving to be a Stoic. The world is doing what it will do. I will do my best to keep anyone from harming anyone else through actions or words. I'm going to encourage the lack of fear. I'm going to encourage the lack of violence. I'm going to try to stop rambling like I seem to be doing right now. As you might imagine, there's an awful lot on my mind. But for now, in my calming down period, in my wow, I didn't get what I wanted period, I am looking at a snow-covered mountain. I am looking at the mist dancing among the trees at the top of it. I am charging my car. I am considering breakfast and a nice salad for the afternoon before I go to work. I am studying that my craft might get better. I am practicing so that my hands might improve. I am praying so that my love may spread further than it has before. Sell me this pen. Make your life your own. Celebrate and be grateful for the smallest of things to the grandest of things. I'm going to stop preaching. That's not who I am. I have this YouTube channel. I have a platform. A couple of hundred of you watch it every now and again, and I'm grateful for you. These are the things I have to say. I cherish and I relish your support. I'm glad you watch. There's going to be card tricks and there's going to be jokes. But today, right now today, because I may be on later again today, today the message simply is find peace. Find peace. That part, it's done. It's done and it's unchanged, and we move forward from here. And what we live in is this moment right now. And right now is the time to live and offer kindness. I'm trying to, that's as profound as I get, I think. If you have any questions you'd like for me to answer, if you have any critique of the way that I'm doing things, I'll listen. Anything you want to say to me, say it to me in the comments. I will respond. I am going to embrace hope, and I am going to embrace love, and I'm going to spread both as far and as wide as I possibly can. Sometimes with card tricks, sometimes with 13, the seance program, and sometimes right here. Actually, a question for you, something you can answer down in the comments if you want. I'm thinking about going live once a week, maybe Sunday afternoons or something like that. And just doing, reading passages from the books that I'm reading, or sharing poetry that I enjoy or have enjoyed my entire life. Reading essays, reading my own book out loud, something like Live from Hannibal's Honeycomb, my home, taken from Watership Down, the small cells where souls gather to tell and listen to stories. By the way, if you haven't read Watership Down and you are a creator, especially if you are a teller of stories, is well worth your time. And enough rambling from me, huh? I hope to talk to you again soon, and I hope, no matter what, I hope there's love where you are. Talk soon.